Hello everyone, today we're going to be creating this lovely poppy flower, and it is created in two sections, the centre section and then the outer petal. And for this pattern you will need your two choices of yarn. You can do this pattern in the same colour, but it does look prettier with two colours. You also need your crochet hook, and again use the one that corresponds with your yarn. I'm using a 4mm. You can use a smaller or bigger, but it obviously makes the size of the finished petal different. Pair of scissors, a needle with a big end, and that's it. Okay, to begin, what you need to do is take your first colour yarn, and this is the one that you want as to be your centre, and you can either do a chain of 4 and slip stitch into the first to create a circle, or start off with a magic circle, and that's what I prefer to do because it just creates a tighter centre with no gap. So once you've created your circle, we're going to chain 3. And then what we're going to be doing is creating 9 treble crochets into the centre of the circle. So yarn over, insert your hook into the centre, pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and go through 2, and yarn over and go through 2. And you need to create 9 of those. You'll probably do this quicker than me because I'm leaning over an iPad trying to crochet, and it's a little bit tricky. I count those to be sure, ignoring the chain. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And then what we're going to do is ignore the chain, pull the centre tight if you've used a magic circle, and we're going to slip stitch into the first treble crochet created, and I work in my tail at the same time. Okay, to begin round 2 we chain 1 and we complete double crochets all the way around, 2 in each stitch except the first and the back loop only. So to begin, in the same stitch we've just created that chain 1, we insert our hook into the back loop only. If you have a look, there's 2 loops at the top of the treble crochet from the previous round, and we want the back loop only. So insert your hook into the back loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. Then into the next stitch along, back loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through both, and then again into the same stitch, another double crochet. So the first one is 1 stitch, the next one is 2, and we need 2 more double crochets in every stitch around, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so we're coming to the end of that row now, and you should have 19 double crochets in your round, and we're going to finish off by slip stitching into the first double crochet, but this is a good opportunity to change our colour. So if you insert your hook into the top of the double crochet, take your next colour, which is going to be the colour for your petal, wrap your yarn over your hook and pull it through the double crochet and the chain, and that joins it in. And then what we're going to do next is chain 1 to lock that in place. For the next row, what we're going to do is working on the petal. So we need to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. And before I continue, I'm going to chop off the excess pink in my dog pattern around. So now what we're going to be doing is working down the chains and around the circle. So to begin with this row, we're going to start off by creating 4 treble crochets, 4 half treble crochets and 2 doubles. Okay, so you want to yarn over and insert your hook to the 3rd chain from the hook, yarn over and pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, next stitch across, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. 2 more trebles into the next 2 stitches. And it's fighting with me this morning, it doesn't want to go in. Okay, and then here comes our 4 half trebles. So you yarn over, insert your hook into the chain and pull through. So 3 loops on the hook. Then we're going to yarn over and go through all 3. And again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's your half treble. And we're going to do 2 more of those, 1 into each of the next 2 stitches. Then we're going to finish this round with 2 double crochets. So insert your hook into the next stitch across, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both, and the last one, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. And then to finish this round, we're going to join it to our centre. Excuse the lighting in here, I'll turn the light on after this row. So you insert your hook into the next double crochet from the circle round, both loops, and we're going to slip stitch into there. Okay, so that's the end of round 1. Okay, so to begin round 2, what we're going to do is slip stitch into the next stitch in the circle. So yarn over and pull through the double crochet and the chain on your hook, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now to complete round 2, we're going to be working 2 half treble crochets, 4 treble crochets and 4 half double treble crochets. So begin with, you yarn over, and we're going to be working in the front loops only to create the ribbed pattern. So have a look at the completed one, you'll see there's a rib pattern, and we do that by working in the front loops only of each row of the petal. So yarn over, insert your hook into the first of the previous round, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's your first treble. And we're going to do 1 more of those to the next stitch, front loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull, go through all 3. And then comes our 4 trebles. Yarn over, insert your hook into the front loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. And again, next stitch, front loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both, yarn over and pull through the final 2. And 1 more. Treble. So we should have our 2, oh no, we've got 1 more to do. We've got 2 half trebles and we've got 3 trebles at the moment, so we need 1 more. There we go. And now we need 4 half double trebles. And to do that, you yarn over twice, insert your hook into the front loop only, yarn over and pull through. And then we're going to go through 2, yarn over and go through 3. And then we're going to do it again, so yarn over twice, next stitch across, front loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3, and again go through 2, go through 3, and the last one, make sure you get into the last stitch and not the chain that was left over. There we go, and that's the end of row 2, and as you can see there's a little bit of a rib forming. Okay, to complete row 3 it's going to be the same stitches from row 1, and the pattern all the way around is row 1 stitches, row 2 stitches, repeated all the way around. So I'm going to show you row 3, and to begin with you chain 3. And every time you're this side of the work, you need to chain 3 to begin. And we're going to be working our 4 trebles, 4 half trebles and 2 doubles, and then slip stitching to finish. Okay, so we've chained 3, we're yarning over and we're inserting into the front loops only, remember. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. And we need to do that 4 times. Yarn over and pull through, 2, and another 2. Front loops only. And the final treble. And then there's our 4 half trebles. So yarn over and insert your hook into the front loop only, yarn over and pull through, and yarn over and go through all 3. Next stitch, half treble again, and the one after, and one more half treble, front loop only, and then we're going to do 2 doubles, front loop only, just be careful with this last stitch because there's also the chain, and the last double also has a tendency to twist until we go into it. So you need to make sure you go into the top of the front loop of the double crochet and not of the half treble from the previous round, and not into the side stitch. And to finish that row, we slip stitch into the next double crochet from the circle, and that is row 3 completed. Okay, to complete row 4, it's a repeat of row 2. So every time you are at this section of your flower in the circle, to begin a row you need to insert your hook into the next double crochet around and slip stitch and chain 1 to begin your rows. And then what we're going to be doing is 2 half trebles. So every time at this end is 2 half trebles to start, 4 trebles and 4 half double trebles. Okay, so I'm going to show you that again. So we yarn over, insert into the front loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through all 3. And we're going to do that once more, next stitch along, and then we're going to do 4 trebles, 1 in each stitch of the next 4. And then we're going to do our 4 half double trebles. Yarn over twice, front loops only, yarn over and pull through, go through 2, go through 3. The last one. There we go, and that's the end of row 4. Now, as I said, the pattern's quite easy. You repeat rows 1 and 2 all the way around, every time you're on the outer side of the petal, to begin your row, you chain 3 and turn your work, and you do 4 trebles, 4 half trebles, 2 doubles, and slip stitch. And every time you're at the centre of the circle to begin with, you slip stitch again to the next one and chain 1 and turn your work, and then you work 2 half trebles, 4 trebles, and 4 half double trebles. And you get round to the end and you should have 19 rows before we finish. So if you complete that, and then I'll meet you back here and show you how we end it.